What is publishing? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Charles D'Amico with Blue Handle Publishing and the Book Puma Services platform. Publishing comes down to a couple different things, different types, and different ways of going about it. The general idea of what publishing is simply getting your book into the marketplace. Now, if you go about printing your book and you're selling it like a lemonade stand on the end of your driveway, that's technically a published book. Now, do you have an ISBN? No. Is it copyrighted? No. Are you doing the regular channels that most authors go down? No. But that's technically a published book. We're going to get through all these different things over the next couple days, next couple videos to get you all set up. So let's start with the types of publishing. You've got self-publishing, do it yourself. Hybrid publishing, pay somebody to do it for you, which is still kind of like doing it yourself because somebody isn't straight interested in your manuscript. You're putting it out there on your own, just with someone's help. And then traditional publishing, whether it's a smaller press or one of the big fives like Simon & Schuster and Penguin, that buy your manuscript, invest in you, invest in the marketing and the whole process, and then share the royalty with you. Those are all the different types of publishing that we're going to be talking about. For the one first we're going to start with is self-publishing. What is self-publishing? That's literally doing it all on your own. You can have a little bit of help, hire some gig people, maybe help you with your cover, or maybe help you with a couple of small things here and there, editing, but you're doing it yourself. You're not paying a company to do all of it. That means you're going to be the one who's got to find distribution places like Amazon or Ingram Spark. You're going to have to find a way to convert your book from a paperback or hardback into an e-copy using different companies like Draft to Digital. You're the one who's going to have to organize building an audiobook if that's something you go down. So self-publishing comes with a lot of different avenues, a lot of different things that you're going to have to work on. Hybrid publishing, like we said, is something you pay for. There was an old term for it. A lot of people got rid of it. It's a pretty good marketing move too. It used to be called vanity publishing. It was called that because you're doing it for yourself, which is kind of a vain thing, right? Like, my book needs to be out there. Even if you're doing it for the right reason, it's still a little vanity. And then there's traditional publishing. So when you come to vanity or hybrid publishing, there's a ton of different companies out there. There's some that are going to be a la carte, pay for the services, pay for the things you need to get your book into the marketplace. And there's others that are going to be a little bit more all-inclusive and kind of really guide you down the path. And they may be more expensive, but that's because they're trying to protect their brand just as much as the person that they're working with. So when you use a hybrid publisher, you really want to do your research. I suggest looking at least 5 because this is your baby. You put the work in this. This is personal. So you want to make sure it's handled with care if you're going to give it to somebody else. Even if you're going to pay for it, you got to make sure you choose the right person. Think of it like a contractor for your house. You're not just going to get the lowest bid because oftentimes the lowest bid may not give you the right work that you want done on your house, especially for something you're trying to sell, because that's what publishing is, whether it's self-publishing or hybrid. You are going into business for yourself. You are now becoming an entrepreneur. You're a business owner. You have a commodity. You've got to sell something. You've got to record the amount of sales. Like, this isn't just some fun thing. Like, there's work that goes into it. And then there's traditional publishing. The only way, well, not the only way, but the main way you get a book to a traditional publisher, other than just knowing one, is through a literary agent. A literary agent is someone who is just as passionate about your manuscript as you are, and this can be a long process of finding one. For example, Walter Mosley, famous author, wrote Devil in the Blue Dress, countless other bestsellers, tells a story of when he had, at the time, 50 best-selling novels he had sold over time. And it took him 17 different tries to get that latest manuscript accepted by somebody. This is an industry you're trying to get into. It's not easy. It takes a ton of work. Writing the book or writing the manuscript is probably 10% of it. You're just getting the path started. So you got to take your time and do your research on which one you want to go down and get into. But that brings us to the last one, which is, should you publish? The answer is always yes. The question is when. We'll go about over that in another video. This is Charles D'Amico with Blue Handle Publishing and the Book Puma Services platform. Have a good one.